Okay, well, I got a few angles in. Hey, everyone. Is that good?
Yeah.
Hey, everyone. Okay, so I want to share with you guys the purpose of my channel and what it means to be dropping gems. Basically, they're just going to be little small morsels of information that I want to share about either my personal life, maybe some things that I'm learning. And those will include things like mental health tips, testimonies, definitely some DIYs, which are do it yourself. I'm definitely gonna share some cooking gems. So I got this book. I was recommended this book by my counselor, and it is about how to deal with anxiety and depression as a believer. And it really addresses how to handle anxiety and depression from a psychological standpoint. The author is a philosopher. He's the bomb. I really like the way that he writes, and he's a really smart guy. So he writes a book about basically how God completely helps him to reroute his brain wires and help him to be less anxious. Basically through cognitive behavioral therapy, through medications, things like that. And he breaks down how the Bible literally is in line with science. The fact that like Romans 12 says, transform by the renewing of your mind.
Yeah.
Don't be conformed to the ways of the world, but be transformed by the way that you think. And he talks about how like that's biblical, but it is scientific that you can change the way that you think you can change your life. Anyway, I'm reading this book. What does he say? He says, oh my God, look at the Lord. I found it right there. It says, in her masterful work, The How of Happiness, psychology professor Sonja. And I'm like, man, if this guy says she has some masterful work in her book, I gotta read it because of how much I respect him already. So I ordered the book on Amazon, and I haven't read it yet. It was 3-5 more months ago. I'm getting to it. But I was finishing this book, and he cites his sources, and I just was following something up, and I went to the back, and he gives a list of the books that he thinks that people would benefit from if they read. And I'm like, what does he think? And I get to the first one, and the first book is The How of Happiness by Sonja. So what are the chances? I'm just sharing that God thing. I'm gonna share more gems about what I've learned through this book. Maybe not like, it's not gonna be a book study or anything like that, but there are a couple of things that I've definitely learned from this book that have been monumental for me. And I knew when I started reading this book that it was gonna be life-changing, but one of the things specifically is self-compassion. And my counselor challenged me, like, how do you speak to yourself? And I never really thought about it. And then this book challenged me, how do you talk to yourself? And a lot of times I'm like, bitch, you ain't done shit, or you suck. Damn, I need to do X, Y, and Z. So-and-so is frustrated with me. I let this person down. All the things that I'm not doing well, I'm illuminating. I'm setting my mind on those things, and I'm kicking myself, and I'm frustrated. And this has been very good in helping me to understand that those things need to be addressed and they have to be changed. And that's all I got so far. So that video, I did not want that video to be my first video. I recorded it kind of hoping to just get some content. I was trying to create content. First Reflective Friday, I had high hopes for. I thought that I was going to have a very profound statement to make. That's all I had. I have had a plan to publish, start a YouTube channel for a while, but at least about 6 months I've been taking it a little bit more seriously. And dropping gems came from just my desire to share the things that I've been learning, basically. Well, first of all, I don't watch YouTube, so I didn't know what it took to become a YouTuber. Oh my gosh, there's a lot that goes into editing these videos. So it kind of started with me doing the research and trying to figure out what's required. I kind of decided that I wanted to have sort of a channel that you could count on. So I have decided that I'm going to be doing Wellness Wednesdays and Reflective Fridays, which means that every Friday, hopefully every Friday, I will be dropping a video that will be a part of either my personal journey, tips that I'm learning while I'm studying psychology right now, things that I've read, spiritual tips, mental health tips, things like that. On Wellness Wednesday, it will be more logistics type things. So the meals that I'm making or DIYs. Why have I chosen to go live this month? A few weeks ago, my plans changed. And it became more important to me to start YouTube as soon as possible. Because it kind of also was like, just pull the trigger. Like, I'm going to wait, trying to build content, make it the best content. Excuse me. I'm trying to make it the best, build the best content, and have the best intros, etc. And I don't think that perfection is the goal. The gem that I have to drop today, Proverbs 16:9. It says that the heart of a man plans his way. Though I had a plan, my plan was to be more prepared in the rollout of my YouTube channel. The Lord's plans that was the plan in my mind, but God's purpose is going to stand. Next Reflective Friday, I will be sharing what encouraged my decision to begin my YouTube channel so promptly right now, instead of waiting any longer and submitting myself to my plans, and instead doing what I believe that actually God is calling me to do right now. So tell your friends about dropping gems. Monday, I will be on social media. Wednesday, I will be dropping another Wellness Wednesday video. And Friday, next week, will be a new Reflective Friday where we talk about why I decided to start the channel this week. And we're out.